Hey there, boys, girls, and squirrels. My name is Modstab, and welcome back. That's right, to a game known as Minecraft. And in this particular episode or series, we are building castles, friends. We're building castles. Now, there's a couple things I want to do on the outside, but we've been doing a lot of work on the outside. We can fine-tune and tweak and edit some of that stuff and put the windows up in just a minute. But I want to kind of start working on the inside a little bit because I need to break up the monotony of just doing one building exclusively all by yourself. Now, as it is no surprise, right now we we are in 1. Ooh, they changed how that looks. I think we are in 1.14, and the reason I bring this up is because, well, quite frankly, we don't have at least for single player worlds that I'm aware of right now, we don't have any like world edit available to us. So that's a little bit of a bummer. However, we have the things happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just plop this down here so we can get a little bit of light going on. And then once I get all this squared away, oh my gosh, I love that it's, oh my Lanta, baby girl. Oh, that makes me so happy. Anyways, we're just going to get some light, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill in this area. Now, I know there was a little bit of kind of creativity that we had going on previously, and we had some designs and things. I love the shading in this. It looks so nice, minus when it does this. So we're just going to pop you down because I don't want to deal with that sadness and despair. All right, good enough. And so what I want to kind of do is get the carpet all the way around, but I would also like to do pillars. Now I wanted to do kind of more of like a white pillar, so I really think what I'm gonna do is, let's see, we have some smooth quartz. Where are we at? Q quartz. Let's see, I know we have smooth quartz. Maybe we don't. There it is. Why was it not in the front? That makes me sad. And then what I think I'll do is I will do, let's do oak. All right. So there's a couple reasons I want to do this. All right. We're going to get oak stairs petrified. Okie dokes. Oh, I think I hear my dog howling away. We want to try a couple different designs that I haven't done previously. Give me that slab when it comes in regards to these guys, because I kind of, let's see, how do I want to do this so that it doesn't take up all the runway. So I think I'll do something like this and then get some smooth quartz, because it kind of creates that idea of having like a little bit of like a trim. It looks a little bit maybe it looks a little bit too modern, but this is what we're going to go with. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this at all the interior corners. And then we're going to figure out what type of spacing I want to kind of make it look nice. I'm thinking somewhere along the veins of, since we have, what do we went, I think it's 55 by 55 in here. I think we're going to do that like every, maybe that's not quite wide enough. Yeah, it needs to be 3. It needs to be 3. Needs to have that centralized, and we could do a 3x2. Like, I'm not too worried about that. But anyways, I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll do it like every 10 blocks. We'll try to put one of these bad boys down because it'll just give us a lot of, yeah. 2 is fine. Yeah, as you come around the corner. Yeah, because you don't want it to just take up the entirety of the space. So I'm going to go ahead and first and foremost, oh, wait a minute. Oh, but they're not going to be even if I do that. Tempting. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put all those up kind of off camera since we don't have world edit. And then I'll let the puppers back in and things like that. And then you guys will see the finished product. Alrighty, and I am, I'm back, guys. And you may or may not be able to hear my puppers chowing down on the things, but you know what it is. You know what it is. And so I kind of got the gist of everything kind of up here. So I have my pillars, my beautiful, beautiful pillars. And I do like the slight delineation from the textures that we had going on. This kind of creates that I don't know. It's just nice. It separates everything from the background. It gives those pillars a little bit more life, a little bit more meaning. We might add some decorations on the top and whatnot, but first, let me see if you're integral. You are integral. Bum and However, it makes the outside look so nice. Anyway, so what we're gonna do here, first and foremost, I want to get back into doing the stage arenas. So I'm going to do this here. All right. So we're going to have, let's see. Yeah, I think I'll have it this big, because what we need to do is we need to figure out what the framework for this looks like, so that I can add the stairs up and then the stairs down as well. Now this is where things do get a little bit more interesting, because let's see here. I want it to be a little bit longer. All right, I like that so far. We'll go 2 more. And then we'll do 2 this way. All right, all right. All right, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. And then we'll do 4 blocks from here. Yeah, because that really makes it kind of have this kind of forward walkway almost. And then what we will do here, 2. And then we'll do 4 again. So we'll go down 2. Right? And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because we should have 2 showing. Alright, look at my math skills, guys. Alright, and then from here it goes... What did I do? What did I do? Oh, no, what did I do? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I went straight sideways. There we go. All right. And so this is kind of the shape we're left with. And what that does is that really, really, really makes the stage a little bit more forward on that rounded part right on the front. And I know we're kind of changing things up from what they were when we originally did this, but that's for good reason, okay? Okay. We might put stage on the carpet, maybe some red stage on the carpet to hide some glowstone and things like that, just to keep everything looking pretty. However, we will be getting rid of this green wool that's underneath. That was strictly for me to be able to stay as centered as possible without doing anything too crazy like counting. Because if I did it that way, then I wouldn't have to focus on any of the centering going on at all. I could just place and know that I was, you know, so many blocks away from the middle without having to think where the middle was. So it was kind of my way of creating a reference object without having to, let's say, look down to the middle of the stairs every time and try to guess from a distance. So yeah, you guys might not have to do that if you're going to build this project with me. But I did, and I figured it was going to save me a little bit more time in the editing. Also, one other thing to keep in mind here. So the last time you guys saw this region, this was completely open, and all like we had this main section placed, but we didn't have anything back here. Off camera, I went ahead and edited and put all this in. And by edited, I mean I literally did each and every single block hand by hand, since 1.14 doesn't have world edit, and I did not, I looked around to see if they had it for single player, like as far as world edit is concerned, but I really truly didn't see it. And I think what we did last time was we mirrored up this as well. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and snap all these carpets into place here, just to kind of keep everything mirrored together, excuse me. It's a little too early in the morning for me, you know? Sometimes my brain just, it stops. So we're going to get these snapped together, and then I will see you guys once we get the carpet taken care of. And we are back. We now have these kind of placed so that we have a more of a circular, and by circular I mean square. I mean circle in the sense where you can just keep going around and around and around as much as you want. And you can stay on carpet, minus the stairs. One thing that would be absolutely amazing is if they would add wool stairs. I know that's going to be such kind of a niche thing for builds like this, but how cool would it be to have like a perfectly even area where you have like, let's say, a centralized red carpet going straight up, and then you have the wood on the sides, and they all look like stairs, and it's just, oh, good times. Good times. Now we need to get some stairs here. We're going to get me some of them spruce boys, because I like my sprucey boys. Let's get rid of that guy for now, and we'll bring you down here. All right, so first mission in today's project, stairs. That's right. And I kind of want to figure out what's going to look best height-wise by doing it like this. We're going to be above people here. This is a pretty decent section. And I forgot. This is pretty much open and exposed. Oh, shoot. I'll have to fix that later. But for now, I'm quote-unquote using it for light. And I held up my fingers as if you guys could see me, but you actually really can't. We're going to keep this one a little bit lower in a level pattern like that. And then what we will do is we will climb the stairs from this side up. We'll do exactly the same thing. All right, look at us go. We're making that progress. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. Now that we kind of know what we're looking for structure-wise here, I'm going to go ahead and, well, jump cut, because jump cuts are my friend. I'll see you guys once we finish the stage. And we are back again. So I went ahead and got the red carpet up here. I do have this guy, and what I was thinking, what if we, not exclusively, but what if we did something like this? Whoops. Yeah, what if we, yeah. So what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did 4 and 4. We came from the furthest side here. What if we did something like that and kind of created this? I mean, maybe we could even throw down a little pillar or something. I don't know, but I was just thinking it would be really cool to have kind of like a roof over the stage, you know, give it a little bit more, I don't know, that sense of kind of like you're on stage. You're living the dream, right? Why does that not feel centered? Guys, what did I do wrong? Because this, right? 1, 2. Oh, this is center here. So that is centered. What on earth did I do, my beautiful, beautiful team? I think what happened is I went... Let me see if I can't fix it by doing... There we go. That would have been a unique endeavor. But that makes that lopsided. What in Kentucky did I do? It looks a little longer on the left. But this is centered. So this is where 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Oh, did I do? No. No, Devin. What did you do? Because if this is centered, right? So we have this here. This follows us. All right. This is going to follow us up here. Yeah, that is like perfectly centered. So what the Buffalo Jenkins did I do here? I could probably just... Maybe because I did judge the staircase. Why do I do these things to myself? So I'm going to fix this, and I will be right back to Gino's. I'm pretty sure we fixed it, and I'm very confident I figured out what I did wrong. So instead, so on this side here, I kind of cut into and placed the blocks down. And this one I just placed the blocks around, so I had this extra kind of oomph or girth, so to speak, to everything. But now I got to figure out what I'm doing here. There we go. And now everything should be good. Now that we got all everything placed and it looks pretty and it's beautiful, and yay, we did it. I'm thinking I might push this back. Oh, that's a little awkward. Fixed it. So yeah, I like the idea of having this rounded, and I think I'm gonna do that on all of these corners, just to kind of give it that nice kind of roundinating. The shooby-da-ba. It shall be rounded. As rounded as you get in Minecraft. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. And I like this because then we can add like quote spotlights by adding lights up here that'll shine down and make it look nice and fancy. And yeah, it is what it is. Anywhooser, now that we got that down, I really wanted to show off some changes that I want to do to the tables. And what we're going to do here, I'm going to have to dig down. That's right. Oh, well, looks like we're going to live the dream. And so I wanted to do something like, come on, boys. There we go. Look at that. That's the perfect height, and it looks, it's not like amazingly perfect, but I mean, it'll do the trick, right? And then what I want to do is I want to limit it to, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is do 4 wides. And then I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between. And then that'll give us a little bit less in the sense of how much we're going to have to place, but give us what we need for the table size. And then what we'll do is probably do like something silly like 10 in the middle. 1, 2, 3. All right, I did it. I counted. It's a miracle. I know. Now the problem that I'm going to have to run with here is the lighting. So, thank you. Jeez Louise, sometimes this game is so finicky. All right. And so what I'm going to do is just to kind of get everything organized, I'm just going to do this all off camera. But the gist is exactly, I think it's gist. My wife would be yelling at me, say the right words. And that's exactly how our voice would sound, you know, because that's how it is. I hate how this, when you're off axis, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so lopsided gross, but it's actually not. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to get a bunch of these things going. I'm going to get some chairs thrown down, and we are going to, well, we're going to live the dream. I'll see you guys once we fill this spot in with some tables and stuff. And another jump cut down. We have kind of placed tables, and they're a little sporadic on this backside. They have a similar design, but they're not spaced identical. But all these guys are spaced identical in such a way that you can just enjoy them. And I just, after careful consideration, I just like these as an idea for a table a little bit better than the upside down stairs, although the upside down stairs are probably slightly more functional in the sense where I could get light from them. Now, what I kind of want to do is, let's see here. I do want to add chairs, but what I want to do first is take care of the lighting in such a way that it doesn't look dorky. Now, this is where the lanterns come into play. I shouldn't need those anymore, and I do want some fences, and I'm going to keep these guys as spruce this time because I want them to look a little nicer. Now, if I remember correctly, now if I went 4 high and 1 over, I think you can place a lantern on those. Like, that's so nice. It doesn't really create, like, it creates about the same light as these guys, but it's just, it's nice. It's nice. And I can put them on the tables too to kind of help break up some of the lighting issues. And that's what I'm going to do. Just kind of fly around, zip around, get these guys taken care of. And then ultimately, when it really comes down to it, we should be able to, if all else fails, I mean, we can add these little glowstones everywhere, but we should be able to do this thing without having to have any glowstone visible, which is my goal. And I like the lanterns because it lets you do that kind of like rustic, like more of an old-timey build without having to worry about kind of breaking immersion with like giant glowstone chandeliers and stuff. So yeah. It's a little bit more synonymous with how it probably would have been lit. Yeah. English is a interesting language. There's so many different weird ways to say and yeah, do things. So let's go ahead and clear these out and see what we're looking at for lighting. And then we can kind of go from there. I've been recording so long because there's so much crap off camera that needs to be done. All right, and just like the last Let's Build, we'll have a couple of these guys going at each integral part, just to kind of give you a little bit extra light. We might actually, let me get rid of this real quick. It really doesn't, it really doesn't darken it up much by not having that. It kind of actually is a nice feeling. But we do have the shop that we wanted to do here. And so I'm going to go ahead and plan how I kind of want that shop to look. And then we'll get cracking on that. That'll be kind of the last mission in today's episode. So I'm going to get the materials I need, and then we will see you guys once we return. All right, so I did a little bit of thinking, at least at its most basic level. And I'm thinking I kind of want to do something like this to mirror what's going on here. However, I will be changing kind of this backdrop region here to not be these smooth slabs. And what I was really thinking here is I want to keep it kind of wooded. I want to keep it as similar to this as possible, because if you're building like an interior, you want it to kind of look similar. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put up some backing here to see if this works, if that ties it together. And we'll do some, essentially what we're going to try to do is kind of make these look like the backside pillars. And I think, what did it do? Yeah. Oh, did I uneven everything again? Devin, you have serious problems, man. But that's not integral, so all I did was, yeah. All I did was this. There we go. Now we should be good, because, yeah, there we go. And I'll be able to fix that now. Perfect. All right. Now we're good on that front, and I kind of want it to be, just like last time, I want it to be a little bit more kind of hollowed out, as if, you know, maybe it's being held up by, like, just these 4 pillars, and then whoops, wrong button. All right, Fencerinos, fence. Now, once again, to kind of mirror what we got going on back here without being too obtrusive with our build here, we're just going to put a couple of these guys. And the nice thing that's kind of about this build is it really is a lot more kind of laid back, because, well, you're just kind of copying what's going on here. There's not a lot of extra detail that needs to go on. That's what happens when you take care of this back portion here. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to, because I know for a fact I want this back portion to be reminiscent of the back of the building here and what the walls and textures of this guy are made out of, I'm going to just fill this one in. And I'm going to go ahead and do the whole like wood kind of framing around the entirety of the thing, just to give us a little bit more depth. Now what we're going to have to do here is be a little bit more creative in the lighting department. Let's get this bad boy down here. I love so many of these blocks that they've added. They're so nice for little light textures like this. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good, actually. And what we'll do is we want to get one of these trap doors. Make sure we're facing the right way. Oops, wrong one. All right, and we'll do this. Yeah, because now they both fold in. Perfect, look at us go. And we'll do that on both sides. Golden. And now, first mission, at least for the time being, I'm just going to be putting these lights kind of here, just so I can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit nicer. So now that we kind of got the entry points in, and we got this framing around it, looks kind of more wooden, loggy. I don't know. I really like it. Let's go ahead and figure out what we want to do for the framing of this. All right. We're just going to kind of mirror it with this just to get started. Kind of like what we did last time, before 1.14 came out. We were using like the 1.3 kind of textures and blocks and things like that. Yeah, I like that. And then what happens is we come here, and then we can actually, should be able to tie in stairs, and that should tie in real nicely. Yeah, because I don't want this to come to some huge dramatic peak per se. So it would be kind of nice if we could do something like, whoops. So we would want to, actually, I'm gonna peek it. I'm gonna peek it on its entirety, just like this. All right, yeah, that's nice. I can deal with that. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna place these just to kind of see where everything goes. Whoops. Yeah, we're gonna kind of frame, because it's going to look a little weird if I just go straight stairs from here. Because kind of that delineation between our beautiful slabs and these giant big boys. And let me know if you guys like me kind of like trying to think out loud and build as we go. Do you enjoy that, or would you rather me build something and then just jump cut to the end and get some of the main focal points out. Like I knew I wanted this to be certain blocks, so mention the blocks that get used and then move on from there. I don't know. You guys let me know. Let me know, because I am genuinely curious which one you do prefer. I personally think it's a lot easier to edit this kind of stuff because, well, it's pretty straightforward. All right, so yeah, I think we can live with that. And I think what we'll actually do here is to give it a little bit more kind of life. I think we'll leave a couple of these corners here. Yeah. Because we'll do something like this. And leave those corners right on the end. Yeah, I do like that. I like that a lot, actually. And quite frankly, this doesn't need to be super bright on the top. This is just for aesthetic purposes, just to get the feel that this building has a little bit more texturing to it. So, yeah. All right. These kind of weird roof shapes always drive me a little bonkers to build, but after everything's said and done, like, they just look so nice. What, the flapjack, Devin? What are you doing, son? What did I do? How do I do this every single time? How do I do this every time, team? I don't understand. I really, truly do not understand what I do. I think the problem is here. I think I went one out. Like that. Yeah, because I went out to here. Yeah. That makes sense. And I did something like that. It doesn't look quite the same. All I'm doing is mirroring things, Devin. How the flappity flipper jack do you do this every single time? Because it should have one gap. Like, you have this. Oh, I don't think I... Did I not gap it? Let me see. Let me see if that's what I did. No, because I had this block and then stairs. All right, let's figure out this block, then stairs. All right, I think I solved my problem, friends. Which means we would have done something like this. Yeah. Yeah, because we went to the very end of that. And then what we did from there was we curved in from the stairs. We should have 1, 2, 3 stairs. Holy moly. 1, 2, 3 stairs, yeah. And it should have curved in like that, question mark. Oh my Lanta, Devin. You have like some serious issues, dude. Like for real. How do I do this every time? Now the top looks even. I just got to make the bottom work from there. You know what? I'm over it. I'm done. Somebody had severe issues when they did this, and it's not my fault. All right. Good enough. It's lopsided. I'm over it. This video's gone on for far too long for me to be really super anal retentive about that kind of thing. But we're going to go back here, and we have a couple things that I want to do. Whoopsies. So we're going to have a loom here, and then we want book. Whoops. We want a bookcase as well, and then we'll do item frames. And then we'll do things like apple. Let's go ahead and throw an apple down here. Let's do bread. Bread. Oh, shoot. As I throw the apple away that I just put in my inventory. Apple bread and then wheat. And we'll do some wheat. And I think what we'll do from here is barrels. Oops. Barrels. All right, so what we'll kind of do is bloop, bloop, bloop. And we'll do something like, yeah. Perfect. All right, that's kind of nice. And then we got a couple. This is kind of what I wanted to do here. So I don't want to put it in there. I'll kind of put it in the middle. All right. So now we kind of have this guy going down here. And what was really cool about the loom, let me see. I have to do it from the back. So I'm going to have to get rid of you. Look at that. Is that not one of the coolest things ever? Okay, it's probably not the coolest thing ever, but it looks like the books are emptied out. That's just amazing. It's just amazing to me. We'll do something like this. Yeah, we have 3, so we'll put a bread, apple, boom, and we can put a chest. All right. We're gonna do a chest. I'm gonna do an ender chest just because I can, okay? There. Now they have the nice glowing particle, but we really do have that guy taken care of. Now the only thing, whoopsies, whoopsie doopsies. Now we gotta figure out what we wanna do with lights. I do like the idea of leaving those lights there, but we gotta figure out what we wanna do with this friendly dude. And it might entail doing something like this. All right, let's see. Can we come in here? I should be able to put that bad boy on top, right? It's got room. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's not centered. Okay. Because I'm horrible at centering things and making sure everything looks good, this is going to be my punishment, okay? I'm punishing you guys. Oh my gosh, I hate it. I hate it so much. But I'm done for the day, okay? I've failed too hard to fix all my mistakes. And we'll add chairs and stuff like that to this in the next episode. And maybe we'll fix the recentering issue. Ugh, it just drives me so bonkers, Devin. What is so hard about staying centered? Either way, thank you guys. Gosh dang it. Frustrated. Okay. Either way, thank you guys so much for joining me in today's episode. I know it's not perfect, and I know there's some things we should probably fix, but let's go ahead and no HUD on. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Remember, liking, commenting, and subscribing are great tools for you to get in touch with me. Let me know what you liked, didn't like, and what you want to see next. Without further ado, I'm going to shut my filthy, uneducated, uncoordinated, uncentered cake hole. I can't believe it's uncentered. Oh, I did it so many times in this episode. It's so frustrating. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Toodles. Whoosh.